This is Goku-san, DBZ, and welcome back for a special new Top 10 Sales list. At a recent request I had on Twitter, asked me to do a specific game series Top 10 list, so at that request I decided to look up, and here it is. Keep in mind these are strictly as always physical sales numbers, so any of the newer games, that's why. But with that said, no honorable mentions this time. Let's just get this started. This is the top 10 best selling Pokemon games. So enjoy it. So, Nintendo and Pokemon fans alike, enjoy. Coming in at number 10, selling an estimated 12.72 million copies. Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver, which are just remaster versions, but of course are definitely now highly regarded among collectors of specific Pokemon games, definitely. Coming in at number 9 is Pokemon, first selling an estimated 14.23 million copies. Not bad for 9th place for that many sales. Oh yeah, forgot to mention years. Also, released in 2014, Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Just remaster versions, of course, again. Coming in at number 8, selling an estimated 14.64 million copies. And this is the oldest Pokemon game I still own to this day, the original version of. And there was no remastered version of this, surprisingly. It was released in 1998. And coming in 8th place is Pokemon Yellow Pikachu Edition, which is easily my favorite Pokemon game, personally. I like Pikachu Edition just a little bit more than Red or Blue. But whatever. And not bad for itself, selling over 14.5 million copies just for Yellow Edition. Coming in 7th place, released in 2010, it sold an estimated 15.64 million copies. So a million more than Yellow. Pokemon Black and White. Next, coming in at 6th place, released in 2016, sold an estimated 16.17 million copies. Pokemon Sun and Moon. I still haven't played the Sun and Moon, so I need to try one of them. Next, coming at number 5, released in 2002, sold an estimated 16.22 million. And that is Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire, the original versions, of course. Coming in at number 4, which is actually my favorite of the more recent generation Pokemon games. It was my favorite Pokemon game of last decade. Coming in at number 4, released in 2013, sold an estimated 16.42 million copies on the 3DS, of course. Pokemon X and Y. And I own Pokemon Y. Next, coming in at number 3, released in 2006, sold an estimated 17.67 million copies. And that is none other than Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, which I have not played those games either. Next up, coming in at number 2, which I actually do own one of these versions, released in 1999 on the Game Boy Color originally. It sold an estimated 23.10 million copies. Pokemon Gold and Silver. And yeah, of course that excludes Pokemon Crystal, since it was released a little bit later, like Pikachu, Yellow Edition as well, plus Pokemon Emerald and the others. Coming in at number 1, I guess shouldn't be a surprise, it's the very first Pokemon game. And as you can tell, all these Pokemon games are all handhelds. Handheld games always sold better than even console games. At least until the most recent one, Sword and Shield, which is doing well. But to be fair, Switch can both be a console and a portable, so. But coming in at number 1 is no surprise. 1996 it was released. It remains to this day, I believe, Nintendo's most successful single game or release. And that is, first, it sold an estimated 31.38 million copies. So quite impressive, almost 32 million copies. Making one of the top 3 or something best-selling RPGs of all time. And that is Pokemon Red, Blue, and Green. Yes, I know we did not get green in America, but they did have green in Japan. In Japan, it was Pokemon Red and Green. America got Red and Blue. I'm not exactly sure the exact reasoning or detail as to why it was like that, but whatever. But regardless, yeah, Pokemon Red and Blue shouldn't be a surprise. It's the best-selling Pokemon game of all time. And it was the first in the series. It was what created the Pokemon phenomena in the first place. It's thanks to the anime series, the card game, which I still remember because I actually played in Pokemon card tournaments, which I might actually, in the future, do a vlog actually about my time playing the old Pokemon card game, which was quite fun. But with that said, this is the top 10 best-selling Pokemon games of all time. Leave a comment below. Tell me, what is your personal favorite Pokemon game, and which games on this list are you most surprised at that did so well in sales numbers? But I'll be curious to see your comments. And quickly, just want to show a quick announcement at the end of the video. You'll see in my video game pickups for April. But I just want to show I finally have a crowning jewel to my entire collection. I finally have it. Panzer Dragoon Saga. I actually finally have a copy of Panzer Dragoon Saga in my collection. This means quite a bit to me as a big Panzer Dragoon fan, but whatever. But anyways, hope you enjoyed this top 10 list. I'll see you all next time. Same YouTube time, same YouTube channel.